Chosen one, listen carefully. December 10th is not just another day. The universe is picking sides, and it has chosen you. Everything you've struggled through, every delay, every hidden battle, it all leads to this exact moment. Today, the veil lifts. The truth becomes undeniable. People reveal their intentions, opportunities appear out of nowhere, and your path shifts in ways you can't ignore. This is the day your energy realigns, your power returns, and your destiny timeline begins. Do not scroll past this. What happens today could change everything about your life, your relationships, your purpose, your wealth, and your future. I need you to pay close attention and comment below if you feel the energy shifting in your life today. Only the chosen ones will recognize this moment. Your words matter. Tell me if you're ready to step into your highest path, because this is the day the universe finally shows who belongs on your side and who doesn't. Don't just watch, be part of the shift. December 10th is not an ordinary day. It is a spiritual checkpoint, a moment when the universe draws a line between your past and your future. For chosen ones, this day creates a rare energetic divide where everything that no longer matches your frequency begins to fall away. This separation is not gentle. It is not subtle. It arrives in a way that makes you stop, think, and question everything around you. You will notice the shift, not only in what happens around you, but also in who you are becoming inside. This divide may show up as sudden clarity, answers to questions that have been lingering for months. It may appear as abrupt endings that leave you wondering why something is closing so quickly after you held on to it for so long. It may even arrive as a revelation so perfectly timed that you cannot deny the universe was involved. December 10th brings alignment, and alignment always requires removal. Old timelines collapse today. Anything that has been draining your spirit, delaying your path, or distracting your mind begins losing its grip on your life. This is not punishment. This is positioning. The universe is rearranging your environment because your spirit has already evolved beyond the situations you kept tolerating. Your soul has grown, but your surroundings haven't, and the universe will not allow you to carry unhealthy attachments into the next level of your journey. You may feel this separation in your relationships. People who once felt comforting might suddenly feel heavy on your spirit. Conversations that once flowed may now feel forced. You might even sense a quiet distance forming between you and people who used to be central to your life. Do not chase, do not cling, and do not fear. The universe is letting you see who belongs with you and who is only connected to the older version of you. Patterns you once considered normal may suddenly feel suffocating. Behaviors you ignored before will now irritate your spirit. And opportunities that once looked safe may now appear too small for the future you are stepping into. You are outgrowing things you never expected to outgrow, and that is proof your spirit is expanding into higher alignment. Many chosen ones confuse this separation with chaos. They think things are falling apart, but in truth, things are falling into place. The universe has witnessed your struggles, your resilience, and the quiet moments when you kept moving forward even when nothing made sense. Today, it steps in. It removes what your hands are too compassionate to release. It closes doors you have been too afraid to shut. It pulls you out of situations you would have stayed in out of habit instead of purpose. You might notice surprising calm in situations where you would normally panic. You may feel detached from people or environments that once consumed your thoughts. You may even sense a quiet confidence rising inside you that tells you something better is coming. This is the universe clearing your frequency so your blessings have a place to land. This separation is not loss, it is liberation. It is the universe saying, "You have outgrown this, and now it is time to rise." December 10th marks the moment your journey moves forward with force. Everything that cannot follow you will fall behind, and everything meant for you will align with undeniable clarity. This is not the end. This is the beginning of the life your spirit has been calling you toward. Chosen One, December 10th amplifies your intuition in a way you cannot ignore. On this day, the spiritual veil becomes thin enough for you to see what has been hidden in plain sight. Truth becomes louder than words. Intentions become clearer than actions. And energy becomes more honest than anything someone can tell you. This is not fear. This is not overthinking. This is alignment. You have always had a strong inner knowing, even during moments when you doubted yourself. For months, maybe even years, you sensed certain energies around you that didn't feel right. You felt when someone's compliments were forced. You recognized when someone's support wasn't genuine. You picked up on shifts long before anyone else noticed. But you didn't always have the clarity to understand what your spirit was trying to show you. On December 10th, that changes. Your intuition reaches a level of sharpness that leaves no room for confusion. You suddenly understand every mixed signal, every strange feeling, every unexplained hesitation you've ever had. It all begins to make sense. Your spirit begins to expose people you trusted but shouldn't have. Not in a dramatic way, but in a quiet, undeniable way. Their energy will no longer match their words. Their tone will no longer match their intentions. Their presence will feel heavier than before. You will see who has been clapping for you and who has been quietly competing with you. You will see who supports you and who simply tolerates you. The truth becomes unavoidable. This intuitive awakening also highlights opportunities that looked promising but were actually slowing you down. You will recognize offers that were distractions disguised as blessings. You will see commitments that were draining your energy instead of expanding it. What once looked like a good choice will now feel misaligned, and your spirit will no longer let you ignore that misalignment. You may also notice your mind receiving sudden revelations, moments where everything clicks. A conversation, a memory, a comment, or even a silence will reveal something important. You will see hidden motives without investigating. You will recognize manipulation without confrontation. You will notice deception without needing proof. This is spiritual insight, not suspicion. The purpose of this sharpening is not to make you fearful. It is to protect you. The universe is preparing you for a new phase, and this new phase cannot be navigated with old blind spots. You are being given spiritual vision so you can move confidently rather than cautiously. Chosen ones are never left without guidance. But on December 10th, that guidance intensifies. You will feel pulled toward people, opportunities, and decisions that are aligned with your higher purpose. You will feel repelled by anything that is not meant for you, even if it once felt comfortable. Pay attention to what your spirit leans toward and what it withdraws from. Nothing is random today. This is the day the truth steps forward. The masks fall off. The hidden becomes visible. And you finally see clearly what your intuition has been whispering all along. Your spirit has been warning you, protecting you, and preparing you. And today, the message becomes unmistakable. December 10th brings a dramatic and undeniable shift in spiritual and energetic power. This is not the kind of change you see happening around you first. It begins within you. quiet, subtle, and invisible at first, but it transforms everything connected to your path. If you have felt drained, dismissed, underestimated, or overshadowed, today marks the moment when that imbalance is corrected. The scales begin to shift, and the authority of your life returns to where it always belonged. Chosen ones gain strength through the storms they survive. Every setback, every disappointment, every betrayal, and every loss became part of your training. You didn't just endure hardships, you absorbed their lessons. Each experience fortified your spirit and built a reservoir of inner strength. But up until now, that strength remained dormant, waiting for the moment the universe would activate it fully. December 10th is that activation. The universe begins reclaiming the power that was taken from you, misused against you, or freely given away during times when you didn't yet know your worth. People who once held emotional influence over you suddenly lose their ability to affect you. Their opinions no longer shape your decisions. Their judgments no longer weaken your confidence. Their presence no longer intimidates or distracts you. This is not because you changed overnight. It's because the spiritual connection that allowed them access to your energy has been severed. This separation happens quietly, but you will feel it unmistakably. You may notice that you no longer care about things that once consumed your thoughts. You no longer react to situations that once triggered anxiety. You no longer bend yourself to fit into spaces that were never designed for your growth. This is the power shift in real time. It is the moment you stop shrinking yourself and start stepping into the self you were meant to become. With this shift comes a rise in your confidence, not the loud, performative type that seeks validation, but a deep, grounded, internal confidence that comes from surviving things others don't even know you went through. There is a calm certainty in your spirit that cannot be shaken. You begin to trust yourself again. You begin to believe in your vision again. You begin to understand why the universe chose you, because you can handle what others would break under. As this inner power rises, your outer world begins to respond. Things you once struggled to manifest start aligning with less effort. Doors that were once closed begin to open. Opportunities that felt far beyond your reach start seeking you. People who never noticed your worth suddenly see your value. The energy shift becomes visible in how your reality rearranges itself to match your newly reclaimed authority. For chosen ones, December 10th is not just a date, it is a spiritual coronation. It is the day the universe places your crown back on your head, not to make you feel superior, but to remind you of the purpose you carry. You were never meant to live in the shadows or walk beneath your potential. You were meant to lead, to rise, to influence, and to transform. Today, the power returns to its rightful owner, and that owner is you. December 10th carries a moment unlike any other, a singular pivotal event that has the power to completely shift your trajectory. For chosen ones, this is the day the universe intervenes in a way that is precise, intentional, and undeniable. The moment might appear small to the untrained eye, almost subtle, but its consequences ripple through your life in profound ways. It could be a realization, a message, a meeting, a decision, or even an ending. But whatever form it takes, its impact will be undeniable. This event could appear as a sudden opportunity that seems almost too perfectly timed to be coincidence. It could be an unexpected message from someone or something that opens your mind to a truth you've been avoiding. It could be a conversation that suddenly changes the way you see yourself, others, or your path. Perhaps it is a decision you make that forces you to take a leap of faith, one that reshapes your entire future. Or it could be a closure that finally frees you from something that has held you back for far too long. Whatever it is, it will hit with clarity, power, and timing that feels orchestrated by the universe itself. The universe has been quietly preparing you for this exact moment for months, maybe even years. Every frustration, every delay, every period of confusion, every time you felt stuck, it has all been calibration. The universe has been shaping your readiness. So when this event arrives, you are able to recognize it, respond to it, and absorb its significance fully. Chosen ones are not elevated without experiencing activation, and December 10th brings that activation with unmistakable intensity. What makes this moment transformative is not how large it appears externally, but how profoundly it changes your internal landscape. It breaks open old thought patterns, flips switches in your consciousness, and aligns you with a path that has been waiting for your readiness. Your energy will shift, your perspective will expand, and your spirit will awaken in ways you might not yet fully understand. Even if the external change seems minimal, the internal evolution is monumental. Many underestimate this moment because it may not look dramatic at first glance. Yet the energy you carry afterward will feel different. Your confidence will rise. Your clarity will sharpen. Your sense of purpose will deepen. This is the turning point that positions you for your next chapter, a chapter that aligns with your highest potential and deepest desires. Chosen one, pay unwavering attention today. Be alert for synchronicities, nudges, signs, and encounters. Trust your instincts and honor your intuition. One event, seemingly small yet perfectly timed, will emerge to alter everything. December 10th is the day the universe orchestrates your activation. It is the day your trajectory shifts, and it is the day your path begins to align fully with your destiny. This is the moment everything you have been preparing for finally arrives. December 10th is not just another day, it's a spiritual divider, a line in the sand, a moment where the universe quietly separates what is aligned with your destiny from what has been silently working against it. On this day, people's true sides begin to surface, sometimes subtly, sometimes in ways you can no longer ignore. The truth is this: when your energy shifts, the energy of the people around you reacts. December 10th amplifies that reaction. It exposes what was hidden, magnifies what was ignored, and brings clarity to relationships you once questioned but never fully understood. You will notice that some people suddenly grow distant, almost as if they are retreating from your life with no explanation. They weren't meant to grow with you. They were attached to the version of you that played small, stayed silent, or dimmed your own light to keep them comfortable. Your elevation threatens the identity they built around you, and when the universe lifts you, it forces them to confront their own lack of growth. Others may unexpectedly become supportive, warm, or encouraging, not because they suddenly changed, but because they sense something powerful shifting in your direction. They see a strength in you that maybe you didn't see in yourself. They recognize that your breakthrough is coming, and their spirit feels drawn to the energy of someone who is rising. These people are aligned with your next chapter, even if they were quiet in your last one. There will also be individuals who begin acting strangely, avoiding conversations, behaving unpredictably, or showing passive-aggressive signs of discomfort. They feel the shift, but they don't know how to hide it. When your spirit climbs, their insecurities get louder. When your purpose grows, their masks slip. Their odd behavior is not confusion, its exposure. December 10th reveals several things with heartbreaking accuracy. It shows you who was secretly competing with you, even though you never saw them as competition. It exposes who was silently hoping you would fail because your potential intimidated them more than your success ever would. It uncovers who was waiting for you to make a mistake so they could feel superior or justify their own stagnation. And most importantly, it reveals who is truly for you, who respects your journey, who supports your healing, who wants to see you evolve without feeling threatened by your growth. This revelation is not meant to punish you. It is meant to protect you. The universe cannot elevate you while you are still surrounded by people who drain your energy, limit your imagination, or hold resentment against your light. That's why December 10th becomes a day of clarity. It removes illusions and brings truth to the surface in ways you can't ignore. Consider this moment a form of spiritual cleansing. You're not losing people, you're losing burdens. You're not being rejected, you're being aligned. You're not being abandoned, you're being positioned. The universe is not just choosing sides today, it is revealing who belongs on yours and who no longer does. When this day ends, your circle may be smaller, but it will be stronger, purer, and far more aligned with where you're going next. This is the kind of truth that elevates you. This is the kind of clarity that changes everything. After December 10th, chosen ones step into a new phase of life, one that is markedly different from anything you have experienced before. This phase is defined not by struggle, fear, or survival, but by elevated purpose, spiritual alignment, and opportunities that resonate with the highest version of yourself. It is a time when your inner world and outer reality begin to synchronize, and the path ahead becomes illuminated with clarity you may not have felt before. In this next phase, confusion begins to fade. The emotional heaviness that weighed on your shoulders starts to lift. Hesitation that kept you in old patterns dissolves. You start to feel a sense of momentum, as though life itself is urging you forward. Things you previously questioned or doubted now make sense. Situations that once felt like obstacles begin to appear as stepping stones. Your spirit, finally unburdened, can move freely toward what you were always meant to create and achieve. You will notice a surge in motivation that is no longer dependent on external approval or pressure. Creativity flows more effortlessly, and ideas that felt elusive suddenly appear fully formed. Unexpected blessings and opportunities will start to surface, seemingly out of nowhere, as if the universe itself is conspiring in your favor. Spiritual signs, synchronicities, symbols, or sudden insights will guide your decisions. Inner strength will stabilize, your emotions will feel more balanced, and a deep, comforting sense of peace will settle in, even amidst the uncertainty of growth. This activation happens because the universe recognizes your readiness. You have proven your resilience through trials, your authenticity through challenges, and your endurance through the seasons of doubt. You did not break when pressure mounted. You did not compromise your truth to fit into others' expectations. You remained steadfast in your purpose, even when no one else could see the larger plan. The rise of chosen ones is often gradual, subtle, and unseen. But when it happens, it is undeniable. Your next phase may require bold decisions, new connections, and responsibilities that challenge your comfort zones. You may be called to step into leadership, embrace new roles, or pursue opportunities that once felt beyond reach. Yet every step in this phase aligns with your soul's purpose, not your past pain or fear. December 10th is the moment your spirit fully activates. You leave survival mode behind and step into destiny mode. Life will no longer feel the same because you will no longer be the same. Your perspective, your energy, and your trajectory have shifted. From this day forward, you move with alignment, clarity, and power. This is your awakening. This is your activation. And this is your next phase, designed by the universe, earned by your perseverance, and fully waiting for you to step into. The final and most powerful truth of December 10th is simple yet life-altering. Your real destiny begins now. Up until this moment, everything you have lived through, every hardship, every delay, every closed door, every silent battle, every confusing season, was not punishment. It was preparation. You were being shaped, molded, strengthened, and refined for a timeline you were not ready to step onto until today. Nothing was wasted. The universe was not ignoring you. It was building you. December 10th marks the moment when the preparation ends and the purpose begins. You are stepping onto a higher timeline, one that vibrates at a frequency your past version could not have understood, let alone carried. This is a timeline that demands bravery, authenticity, and intention. And because you have shown all three, the universe is now unlocking what was once withheld. On this new timeline, your energy begins opening doors that effort alone could never touch. Your presence attracts opportunities that match your soul instead of your wounds. Your spirit magnetizes experiences, relationships, and breakthroughs that are aligned with who you truly are, not who you had to be in survival mode. This is the path chosen for you before you were even born. A path designed around your purpose, your impact, and the role you are meant to play in the world. You are no longer walking the timeline controlled by fear, trauma, or other people's expectations. You are walking the timeline crafted by destiny itself. On this destiny timeline, chosen ones receive divine protection that shields you from what is not meant for you. Divine connections that accelerate your growth and elevate your purpose. Divine opportunities that appear at the exact moment you are ready for them. Divine breakthroughs that rewrite your life faster than you can comprehend. In the days and weeks ahead, you may feel a sudden surge of confidence, a boldness you didn't have yesterday. Or you may feel a deep, calm assurance that settles in your chest like an anchor. That inner shift is your confirmation. It is the universe telling you that you are no longer on the old timeline. It is the spiritual signal that your elevation has begun. What's unfolding now is not random. It is not accidental. It is alignment. For the first time in a long time, your steps are being guided with precision. The universe is picking sides today, and it has chosen to place you on the side of your highest good, your highest purpose, and your highest potential. Not because you were perfect, but because you remained faithful. You kept going when giving up would have been easier. You trusted yourself when no one else understood your path. Your purpose is far bigger than you have ever allowed yourself to imagine. Your future holds more abundance, peace, and fulfillment than you think you deserve. December 10th marks the moment when that truth begins to reveal itself, one aligned step at a time. This is the day the universe rearranges your entire reality. This is the day your destiny timeline activates. This is the day everything finally shifts in your favor. And from this moment forward, nothing in your life will ever be the same. As December 10th comes to a close, take a moment to feel the shift that has happened within you. This was not just another day. It was a turning point, a spiritual activation that realigns your energy, your purpose, and your path. The universe has moved. Doors that were once closed are now preparing to open. People who were never meant to accompany you are stepping away, and those who truly belong are stepping forward. Remember, chosen one, this is only the beginning. The clarity you receive today is a gift, a roadmap, and a reminder that your journey is divinely guided. What you felt, saw, or realized cannot be ignored. Your intuition has sharpened, your power has returned, and your destiny timeline has officially begun. The experiences, the lessons, the hardships, they were all preparation for this moment. Now, it's up to you to honor it. Step into your next phase with confidence and courage. Take the opportunities that align with your higher self. Walk away from anything that no longer serves your growth. Trust the signs, trust your inner knowing, and trust that the universe has placed you exactly where you need to be. Your life will not feel the same after today. Your path will no longer be dictated by fear, doubt, or the expectations of others. You are aligned, you are protected, and you are supported by forces far greater than yourself. Carry this energy forward. Reflect on the lessons, embrace the clarity, and act with intention. The universe is on your side, chosen one, and everything you have been preparing for is finally within reach. Today marks your rise. Today marks your activation, and your destiny is waiting.